Umuhoro Sports twagarutse kureba update zihari aka kanya. Ushobora kwibaza ngo izo update ni izihe? Reka tubanze twumve Fabrizio Romano ibyo atubwira kuri Alejandro Garnacho mu ikipe ya Manchester United.
And so guys, it's weekend, but it's always movement on the market, always many things happening, always many things to share, and I want to start today from Alejandro Garnacho, because you remember, it was almost 10 days ago when I shared with you the story. Alejandro Garnacho will leave Manchester United. The decision has been made. It's a very clear decision on both sides, because Garnacho wants to go, Garnacho wants to try something different. Ruben Amorim is not in the best mood with Garnacho, so let's say that the Europa League final was probably the end of this relationship between Man United, Amorim, Garnacho, people close to Garnacho. It was probably the end of the story, because he only played almost 20 minutes. He was not happy with that. After the game he was complaining. Amorim also after the game in press conference going very strong against the player. So the situation is over between Garnacho and Manchester United. Looking for solutions, but I wanted to confirm an indication on the future of Garnacho. The priority of the player will be to stay in Premier.
Okay, ngira ngo mwabyumvishe Fabrizio Romano ibyo arimo kuvuga kuri Alejandro Garnacho. Ni ikipe ya Manchester United. Biri kuvuga yuko n'ubundi witwa Alejandro Garnacho arashara umukinnyi w'ikipe ya Manchester United, ariko hari amakuru yararimo kuvugwa cyangwa se amaze iminsi avugwa yuko uwitwa Alejandro Garnacho yifuzwa n'amakipe atandukanye, ikipe ya Chelsea, ikipe ya Arsenal, ikipe ya Tottenham, Aston Villa ndetse n'ikipe ya Bayern Leverkusen. Murabizi ko witwa Erik ten Hag ariwe mutoza w'ikipe ya Bayern Leverkusen. Ubwo bikaba birimo kuvuga yuko Alejandro Garnacho yifuzwa n'ayo makipe, ariko Alejandro Garnacho we bimaze kuva birimo kuvuga yuko nkuko Fabrizio Romano bigarutseho nuko Fabrizio Romano avuze yuko witwa Alejandro Garnacho we priorite cyangwa se gahunda ye ari ukuguma mu gihugu cy'Ubwongereza, apana gusoka mu gihugu cy'Ubwongereza. Ese ni iyihe kipe agomba kwerekezamo? Reka komeze Fabrizio Romano abitubwireho gatoya cyane.
So let's follow that situation in the next weeks, because there could be movements and expectation remains for Alejandro Garnacho to leave Manchester United in this summer transfer window, and I have the same feeling also for Anthony, another player who is on the verge of leaving the club, looking for solutions. Betis will insist until the end to keep the player at the club at least for one more season, but it also depends on the other proposals that Manchester United will receive for the Brazilian. I also wanted to add something, guys, on another story, and it's the story of Nico Williams, because
bya Alejandro Garnacho rero ni gutyo bimeze. Biri kuvuga yuko ikipe ya Bayern Leverkusen ifite icyizere cy'uko igomba gusinyisha Alejandro Garnacho, ariko nkuko uyu mugabo yabigarutse Fabrizio Romano nuko uwitwa Alejandro Garnacho mu bitekerezo bye we yumva yuko yaguma mu gihugu cy'Ubwongereza, yaguma mu ikipe ya Man U cyangwa se akayisohokamo ariko akarekeza mu ikipe mu gihugu cy'Ubwongereza, ariko gahunda ye no kuguma mu gihugu cy'Ubwongereza. Ubwo ni gutyo bimeze. Reka rero twumve nanone twifashishe Fabrizio Romano nanone atubwire kuri situation y'uwitwa Nico Williams uko bimeze. Ese ni Bayern Munich imushaka cyangwa se ni ikipe ya Barcelona? Abafana ba Arsenal se mwebwe mwumva yuko witwa Nico Williams gahunda ye ari ukwerekeza hehe? Reka twumve Fabrizio Romano nabyo atubwire uko gahunda zestaye.
Between Nico Williams and Barcelona, the agent of Nico Williams, Felix Sainta, and Deco, the director of Barca, there was an Instagram story from Lamine Yamal. An Instagram story a few minutes later with a hug between
ati habayeho kuvugana hagati ya Barcelona ndetse na Nico Williams, cyane ku mutoza w'ikipe ya Barcelona. Bikaba bivugwa yuko no witwa kuri Instagram ya Lamine Yamal yapostinze amafoto ye no witwa Nico Williams, bivuze yuko ubushiti bwabo bugiye gukomeza mu ikipe ya FC Barcelona. Ariko se situation imeze gute, meeting yabo cyangwa se bahuye gute, baganiriye gute n'ikipe ya Barcelona, bumvikanye ibici bijanye n'amafaranga, ibijanye n'amafaranga agomba kumugura, salary, ibici n'ibindi byose. Reka twumve Fabrizio Romano akomeza atubwire ese ubundi byeste gute muri ikipe ya Barcelona kuri Nico Williams.
We know these kind of things. I always say that. For my small experience into the football world, As a journalist, what I'm always hearing is that sometimes player can exchange messages, can exchange opinions, can try to push for a move, but then at the end is not that what is going to make the difference at all. But let me tell you that Lamine Yamal, to my understanding, in the recent months, every single time he had the opportunity to speak to Nico, has always been kind of insisting on the possibility of playing together at Barcelona. Lamine would really dream of playing with Nico Barca. If there is one player Lamine could bring to Barcelona, would be Nico Williams. So I can guarantee that Lamine's story was not random, that Lamine's story had a sense in this discussion, and that Lamine is really hoping for Nico Williams to be a Barcelona player. So that's not just a hint, that's not just a joke, that's not just a game. It's more, it's a real desire, because the relationship between Lamine and Nico is excellent, and because Lamine would love.
Fabrizio Romano arakomeza aratubwira ati ibya Nico Williams kujya mu ikipe ya Barcelona ngo agereranyije uburyo amaze mu gihe cyo kwanaliza amatransfer n'ibiki byose ngo abona transfer ya Nico Williams mu ikipe ya Barcelona nta mikino irimo, nta Gyokeres irimo, ndetse mbese nta bintu bya fake bihari, nuko ikipe ya Barcelona iri serious kuri Nico Williams, dore yuko ari inshuti witwa Lamine Yamal kandi bagiye gukomeza ubucuti bwabo. Ese gahunda yabo ni iyihe?
To play football on regular basis with Nico Williams. Already with the Spanish national team, they're having fun together on the pitch, as you can see. They want to continue at Barca. So let's see what's going to happen between clubs. Again, there's also Bayern, there's Arsenal. Let's see what Barcelona will decide to do. The player is quite open to the move, but now.
Ati ikipe ya Arsenal, ikipe ya Bayern zabyirukanzemo cyane, atariko bisa naho kumvikana hagati yabo bombi bitakunze. Rero Barcelona kakanya akaba ariyo ibirimo kandi bimeze neza, situation imeze neza. Witwa Nico Williams n'ubundi agomba kwerekeza mu ikipe ya Barcelona guhura n'abakinyi bagenzi be mu ikipe ya FC Barcelona, ba Lamine Yamal ndetse n'abandi bose batandukanye bahurira mu ikipe y'igihugu ya Espagne.
The situation is going to be one to watch once again this summer with several clubs interested in Nico Williams. We spoke about wingers, but now I want to move on a striker. And this Victor Gyokeres. Because on Victor Gyokeres, guys,
ubwo ni gutyo kuri Nico Williams agomba kwerekeza mu ikipe ya FC Barcelona kuri miliyoni 53 zirenga, nizo agomba gutangwa mu ikipe ya Atletico Bilbao kwerekeza mu ikipe ya FC Barcelona. Ubwo indi gahunda tujye kureba, reka twumve nanone uyu munsi nabaga ngo ni turavugana na Fabrizio Romano wenyine, niwe turi buganire nawe. Mwebwe mukandi subscribe dukomeze tuvugane nawe. Reka tumubaze, ese Fabrizio Romano bimeze bite kubijyanye n'uwitwa Victor Gyokeres? Tubwire wowe ubibona gute kuri Fabrizio Romano, ku busesenguzi bwawe uratubwira iki ku witwa Victor Gyokeres mu ikipe ya Arsenal, mu ikipe ya Manchester United n'ahandi? Ese bimeze bite, situation imeze gute, igeze he? Fabrizio Romano, mikoro ni yawe.
In Nico Williams. We spoke about wingers, but now I want to move on a striker. And this Victor Gyokeres. Because on Victor Gyokeres, guys, the agent spoke in the recent hours saying he has proof of the agreement with Sporting to let the player go for 60 million euros guaranteed plus 10 add-ons. So that's the position of the agent. Let's see what's going to happen in this story. We know Gyokeres is not so happy with the Sporting president who said he wants more than this fee to let the player go, so not accepting the path made by the director Hugo Viana a few months ago. Let's see what happens there. I just want to tell you one thing. Manchester United keep calling for Victor Gyokeres, so Man United remain there, always informed of the situation. But don't forget Arsenal. Don't forget Arsenal, because Arsenal remain in active contacts for Victor Gyokeres. Arsenal last week had contacts with Benjamin Sesko, but still no agreement Arsenal-Sesko, no agreement Arsenal-Leipzig. So we are not at a really advanced stage of the negotiation.
Aravuga ati ibijyanye n'uwitwa Victor Gyokeres, ati ikipe ya Sporting ntabwo iri bwemere miliyoni 60 ziyongeraho miliyoni 10, ariko nanone bikavugwa yuko zitagomba kugera mu ijana. Ariko akakubwira yuko boss w'ikipe ya Sporting CP akavuga yuko nta nimwe cyangwa se nta kipe nimwe yigeze izana offre cyangwa se ngo isabe itange ubusabe bw'uko yifuza uwitwa Victor Gyokeres, bikanavuga yuko Arsenal ahubwo ariyo ibirimo, ariko Fabrizio Romano nkuko atubwira ati nyuma y'ibyo barimo kuganira mu bwihisho cyangwa se mu nyuma y'amarido, bisa naho hari ibintu barimo kumvikanaho, kubera yuko aka kanya ngo na ku bijyanye n'uwitwa Benjamin Sesko na Arsenal nta kintu kirimo kuvuga nabi hari, ahubwo gahunda zose cyangwa se intekerezo zose Arsenal yazikomereje ku witwa Victor Gyokeres. Dukomeze tumwumve, nawe uragenda wumvamo ibyawe.
Conversations took place advancing, but not the negotiations in terms of financial point of view. For Victor Gyokeres, new contacts are taking place. Arsenal are regaining contact for Victor Gyokeres, so he remains an option on Arsenal list. He remains a strong option, a player appreciated internally. That's always been the case. We never had to forget about Victor Gyokeres and Arsenal. But Gyokeres remains in contact with Arsenal, remains a player on Arsenal list, and so remains the case to watch for the next days and weeks as soon as his exit will be clarified by Sporting. So let's follow the situation for Victor Gyokeres, because I think with Arsenal could be still a story to follow in this summer transfer window, waiting to understand what they will do with the striker. What Liverpool will do, we all know that, I told you, it's a daily goal.
Okay, ubwo ni gutyo bimeze, ni ugutegereza tukareba ibya Victor Gyokeres aho biri buze kuba bigana, ariko bivuga yuko kuwa mbere cyangwa se mu cyumweru gitaha barimo kugerageza uburyo bishoboka yuko bagira ibyo bumvikanaho muri iki cyumweru, muri izi mpera z'iki cyumweru nyine muri iyi weekend, noneho bikagera ku munsi wo kwa mbere cyangwa kuwa kabiri hari aho bamaze kugera mu biganiro, noneho tukamenya ngo ibya Victor Gyokeres bizagenda gute, bimeze bite, amaherezo ni ayahe kuri Victor Gyokeres. Ubwo reka dutegereze turebe amaherezo y'ibi ngibi ku bijyanye n'isoko ry'abakinnyi, nta kundi ubwo ngubwo reka dutegereze. Ubwo rero ngire ngo Fabrizio Romano mu byubahiro byawe rero twagusezera, watubwira twagusezera rero, hasigaye tukaza gusubira muri update turi buze kuduha mu kanya.
And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories from Gyokeres. Where do you expect him to go? I want your opinion, guys. And then Nico Williams again with the Flamigamal connection, Alejandro Garnacho, and more on Milos Kerkez. I wait for your opinion. Here in comments, remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio.